Hurry up, 5 minutes. 5 minutos. Esta noche es muy caliente.
Hey, download your TikTok app today so you can have Chinese spyware in your house for free. You go down! Give me money!
Fucking future!
We're talking about a fat ass and everything, yeah.
I said loud ass. It's like I took a poop and it was one of those painful ones that brings a tear to your eye. Oh. Dun dun dun. Whew. Oh shit, did I don't know what I did with the food. Like seriously, what did I do with that food? Yeah, right? Dagobus? What's Dagobus? You mean to say doggo is? Ba-ba-bum.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hello, motherfudger. Linda Fiorentino. Man, I had a crush on that woman. No. They say bite the bullet, kid. Just a little something. That seems good. Just a round. Yeah, I can't do that. I just don't want to risk breaking the bottle. Hiya, welcome to the stream. Now the question is, do I do what I did last week and spam my friends that I know will probably tune in, or do we just sit here and hope and pray people don't forget? No, it's not chicken cock time. It's bullet time. Look, I really like chicken cock, but it's one of my better ones. So for now, we're just gonna like to have some for next week or the week after, perhaps. Can't have the best stuff all the time. Sometimes you gotta have less than best so you can appreciate the best a little bit more. Now, to be fair, I'm sure there are better bourbons out there, but I'm sure they also cost a lot more than chicken cock. So, like, my favorite knife, right? It's this little gray and silver Kershaw, or black and gray Kershaw, right? It's not much to look at. It's a decent knife. But the action on it's so buttery smooth that it's almost like an automatic knife. And you know, for what I paid for it, compared to some of my other knives, like, I like, if those knives were given to me and I didn't have to pay for it out of pocket, I would like those knives more than this. But since I did pay for all of them out of my own pocket, this is my favorite one because it's the cheapest one. With the best action. Does that make sense? Like, now the same thing applies towards bourbon. I'm sure I can find something that I will enjoy more than chicken cock. It's not a question of whether it exists. It's the question is, am I willing to pay more to get that super? Because I've had bottles that cost me almost twice as much, and I enjoyed it half as much. So I don't want to sound like a cheap bastard, because I'm not. You know, the reason why I'm broke is because I'm not cheap at all. There's certain things where I draw the line, but in the meantime, jiggly jiggly, jiggledy jiggledy jiggle jiggle jiggledy. Ooh, maybe my lips are chapped too. Holy shit, that was a little tingly on the lips. Ow! A minute on the lips, forever on the liver. I got my book, Let's read it in a minute. I'm trying to remember something. Ah, yes, nicotine. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah. Look at that pretty girl. That pretty drunk girl. She look high as fuck. Roxy, why you look all high? Ah, you got the pink under eye thing going on. Cause you looking up. I can assure you the dog's not high because neither am I. Bourbon and rye. That's what I like. Bourbon and rye. I like other things too. But my affinity towards whiskey has only grown in the last 5 years or so. I mean, before I would drink whiskey, but it would have to be mixed with Coke and it'd have to be Jack. But due to political differences and discovering chicken cock, I will probably never buy Jack Daniels again out of my own money. Now, if somebody else offers, I'll be like, okay, I'll do a shot or two. But you know, Jack Daniels should have just stuck to making low-grade whiskey for people who like to drink and tried to stay out of the politics. But you know, a lot of times these guys, they keep on trying to attract customers that will never come to them and never consume their product. But you know, and they make up less than 3% of the overall population. But you know, waffles. And I ain't pointing fingers or nothing. Everybody's welcome here. Teetotalers and drunks alike. Stoners and straight edge. Whatever. I'll try not to judge too hard, too loudly, too openly. As long as you're willing to have a discussion about nearly anything and keep an open mind, we'll be alright. Now, I'm the host, so I don't have to have a totally open mind. I'll try my best to avoid racial and sexual pejoratives, and I expect my viewers to do the same. We'll just have to be more creative with the verbiage we are employing. Sound aight? Aight. So anyways, how's everybody's day been? Cheetah? Sarcastic? Everybody else who isn't here? I know they can't respond, but we'll pretend that we've got this large audience, and thank you for all my moderators out there for making sure nothing too spicy gets dropped in the chat. Oh, thanks for that $500 donation. It'll go towards bathroom renovations. What you think, dog? Bathroom renovations? Fuck. I think I can do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can do it. But I also don't want to be replacing walls and floor. Well, thank you. Hi, Lene, who's a good girl. Sometimes Roxy's a good girl. Sometimes. And then sometimes she's a bit rambunctious. She's never intentionally a bad girl per se, but sometimes she just forgets herself. You just get reeled in by a loud, "Hey! Cut that shit out!" Oh man, that was a pretty good Harrison Ford. I wasn't even trying. I didn't kill my wife. I don't care. What you think, dog? Did you do it? She didn't do it. She looks like she did it, though. That's why she's trying not to make... She's avoiding eye contact, you know. Alright, we just started. How the hell are we already down one viewer? It's like the second you comment, you're no longer counted as a viewer. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe Cheetah had to leave because she's at work. She's being a bad cheetah. She got that short timers even though she didn't get offered that job yet. She don't have a start date. Cheetah, stop trying to get fired. Do better. Okay. What do you do? One more sip? Start reading? Get more viewers in? Keep chatting? What am I doing? I mean, I know it's up to me, but at the same time, I want to hear a little bit more feedback and input. Oh. Marvel, DC, which is better? Why? Now, as far as individual, DC makes superior logos. I mean, their logos just far and wide. I mean, the Superman logo, right? And the Batman logo, the Flash logo, hell, even the Green Lantern logo. Boom, great branding, okay? Easy recognizability, good-looking logos. I mean, Marvel has a couple, like the X for X-Men, you know, it's just a X on a blue circle with a red background. That's a pretty solid logo. It's alright, but, you know, there's the Spider-Man and there's the Punisher skull. I don't know. I think Marvel was more into social justice type stuff, and DC was more like, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with DC. Penis? What you guys think? Nothing? No input? Shut up, nerd. Oh, my bad. I mean, let's just promote literacy here, kids. I've got a reading problem. Look at that sweet girl. Look at that sweet girl. You gonna stay there, or are you gonna start spinning in circles again like The Exorcist? Calm down, Linda Blair. Was that her name, Linda Blair? I think it was. Poor girl broke her back for a movie? What you think about that, Roxy? That's dedication for your craft. She don't care. Dogger don't care. There we go. Good? Good? I'm squeaking. World's loudest chair, I swear. I wonder what I can use to get rid of that. Not WD-40. That's water-based. I want something that sticks a little bit better. Any recommendation for office chairs for a heavy-set lad such as myself? I know I'm exceeding the chair's maximum capacity by like 10 pounds. I was supposed to replace the hydraulic little lift. It's not hydraulic. The pneumatic spring in it, and I don't know where it is now. But I've got it. Irresponsible, huh, Roxy? She's not judging. I had this chair since before you. I had this chair since before the move, actually. This chair is over 2.5 years old. Probably 3 or 4 by now. My gosh, time flies when you're doing Colombian cocaine. It's not Colombian cocaine. Colombia is just a distribution hub. They do grow cocaine in Colombia, though. Now. Anyways, where were we? We were reading this book, and I quit because I decided that I could not continue with no daggum viewers. I don't think I'm going to start with no viewers. Like, I know 1 to 2 of you are here, but guys, it's 9:30 already, and nobody's here. Nobody else is here. Could I read for the love of reading? Yeah, if I wanted to do that, then it would be quietly and in a more comfortable chair. That's not as loud. Nah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know nothing. Shut up and drink your whiskey. It'll grow hair on your chest, kid. Well, as much whiskey as I've drank, if whiskey's supposed to grow hair on your chest, I'm doing something wrong. Don't be half Asian. That'll help. Oh, huh. That's all I need to do? Not be half Asian? Well, shit. Ooh. Oh, that's spicy. Hey, Sarcastic, did I leave my to-go tray there, or did I take it with me? I mean, I don't think I left it in the truck, but I might have. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about anything at this point. I took it. Okay, so if it's not on the floor of my truck, then it's somewhere on the road between your house and mine. If you see it, could you just snatch it up off the side of the road, please? Just kidding. I'm not that gross. Or am I? You'll never know, because I wouldn't tell you. Oh, okay. I wouldn't do that. But seriously, if you see it, pick it up. Look, I feel the way I've lived my life, haphazardly, not taking any precautions or washing my hands for the most part. I definitely should be patient zero for something at some point. We're just waiting. I swear to God, if COVID fucking kills me, I'm going to have a shit. I'm going to haunt Dr. Fauci until he's either in jail or and him and Bill Gates. Fuck those motherfuckers. Oh, thank goodness I did not apply my brilliant mind towards anything good. Because I think I could have solved this whole fossil fuel crisis, but, you know, I've only used it for mischief and learning more facts about Hitler's fascination with porcelain dolls. What? Nothing. Nothing. I just made that last part up. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about Hitler's fascination about porcelain dolls. Nothing. Did he even have one? No, I just pulled that right boop out of my ass. Oh, you know, I feel... Okay, so if I send you... Okay, let's just say that you guys didn't know me that well, but we were friends on Facebook, and I sent you, just on Tuesday, for Books and Bourbon, if I sent you an invite to my stream, would you consider that, like, me being desperate or spammy? Like, I need to know these things, because I don't want to be that guy, like, I only talk to you when I want you on my stream. Right? I don't want to be that guy. Would you guys take it that way if you didn't know me as well as you did? Would you be like, no, don't, there's a guy send me an invite again. I'm not going to check that shit out. It's late. What's he doing? Or would you be like, oh, maybe I'll check it out? Because I had one friend said, oh, I'll check it out later. And this was before I was doing the restream on YouTube and Twitch. So I'm like, it's a live show. You'll check it out later. Okay. Yeah, we weren't archiving on YouTube at the time, so... I don't know. I don't know nothing. Because people just try to be more polite, and in the meantime it just leaves me scratching my head like, oh. You know, they don't want to tell me that I'm bothering them, so they just don't say anything at all. And I'm like, I thought we were friends. Friends support friends. Like, if you wanted me to tune into your 3 o'clock afternoon stream or something that, you know, wasn't such a bother, I'd do it. But you need to ask. So maybe I should just spam it out there. Like, how do you just tag everybody and send it? No, I don't want to tag everybody. There's some people I really don't want tuning in the stream. That for some reason, Messenger's like, oh, we remember you talked to this person 10 years ago. Like, well, I'm not friends with that person anymore. I don't want to block them, but at the same time, I don't want to talk to them. You guys got people like that? God, I feel like I'm talking to myself sometimes. Roxy ain't no good. She's a good listener, but she does not respond well. Huh, Roxy? You're my good girl. Oh, yeah. I'm watching the camera for reaction instead of watching her. Zero reaction. She didn't even twitch her ears up. Roxy. Who's at the door? Hello? Come on in. It's open. Nothing. Ain't no damn good. What kind of guard dog are you? Who's at the door? Just nothing. She's not even trying to turn her ears towards the door to get a better listen. Like, how'd you hear it before me? She's had a rough day of doing nothing. I don't blame her. You had a rough day of doing nothing today, huh, Mama? She has. Wait, I'm looking down. See, the camera's reversing shit, right? So the dog is actually to my left, which, wait. Yeah, the camera's reversing. It's weird! Oh my god, the beard is weird. Anyways, we're going to get to reading this book at some point, I swear. Because Lord knows this conversation's been very one-sided. I've been asking for tips and advice as to what to do, and it seems that my questions have fallen upon deaf ears. That's quite alright. Having another sip of the American corn juice. Yeah? What do you think, Roxy? Sorry. I didn't know that accent was that bad that somebody tuned out. Oh, fuck it. That sucks. Like, people are like, don't pay attention to your view counter. Just pretend. It's make-believe. I'm like, well, on a small scale, to a small group of people, I'm kind of okay with acting, which is known on another level as lying. You know, but usually, you know, if I find that they're buying too much into it, eventually I'll break character just to let them know I'm just fucking with them. Usually when you just deliver most things with just a very matter of fact, this is the way it is, most people will believe you because, you know, most people don't assume that you're Joe Biden. I made it political. I barely had a sip, I swear. Anyways, I guess nobody's tuning in tonight. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we'll just finish this chapter and just say fuck it. And then I'll have people like, oh, what happened? I tuned in, but you were ending it. Well, you didn't tune in an hour ago when I started. Kind of got sad and mad. God, it's so difficult to balance sad and mad because mad is you know, it's movement, it's physical, it's anger, you know, but then sad is, I don't want to say the opposite. They're similar, but sad is just no energy and just unhappy, and I don't know. I just, when you get both at the same time, it's more frustration. Huh, Rocks? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I got nothing. Maybe we'll start reading at some point, but it probably won't be for long. Do appreciate the few of you that did tune in, though. Cheers. I'll have another sip. Waffles. Oh. That was a pretty heavy pour we started with. Holy shit. Tingly lips. Please, Elvis, don't be fat. Oh, okay. The band is tight, 2 guitars, a bass, drums, horns. Elvis vamps as the crowd cheers and squeals, and then he launches into Ma Rainey's blues classic, C.C. Rider. The audience stretches upraised hands toward the stage like penitents at a revival meeting. June 26 is a seminal date in Elvis Presley's life. June 26, 1954 was the first time a young Elvis got the phone call that would change his life. An invitation to make a record at the legendary Sun Studio in Memphis. June 26 is Colonel Parker's 68th birthday. Elvis's father, Vernon, will die of a heart attack on this date 2 years from now. And on June 26th of last year, a starstruck Elton John came backstage in Landover, Maryland. Elton was escorted backstage before Presley's show. Their meeting was warm and John took a photograph with a very young Lisa Marie. Elvis complimented John on his work and the two discussed doing a recording together. Before heading back to his seat for the performance, John requested Heartbreak Hotel, but Elvis could not comply given the tightly rehearsed set list. Well, son of a gun. Sorry, buddy. And this June 26th evening will mark a very special event as well, as this will be Elvis Presley's last concert. Much has happened to the singer over the last 2 years, most of it bad. Elvis's health continues to falter. He has developed a condition known as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, whose related conditions include emphysema. COPD is most often found in smokers. Presley does not often use tobacco, but his years of singing in smoke-filled showrooms exposed him to the dangers. Also, the singer's liver disease continues to worsen. As with COPD, he does not seem a likely candidate for such a condition. Liver problems appear most often in heavy drinkers. Though the singer doesn't even like alcohol, his use of pills and his consumption of a diet high in fat are putting a strain on that vital organ. And as always, Presley's chronic constipation is wreaking havoc on his colon. His heart, liver, and bowel issues become so severe in the waning months of 1976 that Elvis completely shuts himself off from the world. He is so large during his December appearances in Las Vegas that some believe he is wearing extra padding beneath his jumpsuit. Padding, right. Upon returning to Graceland, Elvis only gets worse. He mostly stays in his bedroom watching TV and listening to the radio in his pajamas. He lives on a diet of cheeseburger platters and Dr. Nick's pills. Amytal, Dexedrine, Percocet, Hycamine. New girlfriend Ginger Alden, whom Elvis met on November 19, 1976, quickly tires of the King's behavior. By January 1977, the dark-haired model convinces Elvis to rejoin the world. The singer rewards her affection with a Hawaiian vacation and an 11.5-carat diamond engagement ring. Holy fuck. The two never marry, with Elvis refusing to even set a date. But by April 1, 1977, Elvis is back in Memphis. Baptist for the fourth time. In addition to his other health issues, he is now anemic. Also, his glaucoma is getting worse. He is inconsistent about wearing the sunglasses that might prolong his eyesight, stealing his vision a little more every day. On May 21, in the singer's Louisville, Kentucky hotel suite, Dr. Nick works to resuscitate a semi-conscious Elvis, injecting him with drugs that will allow the singer to take the stage that evening. When this fails, the doctor dunks Presley's head in a bucket of ice water. Apparently, the singer took too many pills and is having trouble righting himself. Colonel Parker enters the room. The manager is currently said to be $30 million in debt to the Las Vegas Hilton. $137 million today. You listen to me, he shouts after watching Nicopolis try to revive his client. The only thing that matters is that he's on stage tonight. The figure of $30 million comes from People's Magazine's March 5, 1984 issue. The authors of this book were not able to independently verify the gambling debt. Finally, Elvis Wiggins fully slips into his jumpsuit and heads for the venue. There have been days like that, from possibly pills and definitely drinking in the Army. Hot rocks. Made it by the skin of our teeth, but we made it. We made it smell like a disgusting brewery, but we made it. Swaying in formation. It felt like this, but it was probably more like this. You know, but I'm sure it was visible to anybody else. Whew. Trying to catch a couple Z's while in formation. There was a time where I could sleep in any position, including standing up. Not no more. I gotta lay down, put on my stupid mask. Because I got floppy esophagus. And for those of you who think sleep apnea is just a fat guy thing, it's not just a fat guy thing. I wasn't always fat and... Shut up. Floppy esophagus. I like that term. Thanks, poo-poo, if you were here. But you're not. It's okay. It's K. You're tired. Watching the baby. Something. As bad as his health is, Elvis Presley's greatest concern is not his heart, lungs, liver, or any of the maladies coursing through them. Upmost on his mind are 3 members of the Memphis Mafia. 1 year ago, Elvis instructed his father to fire Red West, Sonny West, and Dave Hebler. The elder Presley, who nursed a well-known personal disdain for his son's inner circle, did so eagerly. Whiskey. I'm sorry, it's not bourbon. We're drinking rye tonight. Elvis's reasons for the purge are many. He and Verdon claim it is a cost-cutting move designed to lower the singer's overhead. Not only did the bodyguards need to be paid and fed for their services, but they were also a liability in terms of lawsuits. The 3 men were known to be overzealous in the physical methods they used to deal with fans. Getting rid of the 3 will lessen the need for legal payouts. Fair enough. The bodyguards have another story. They claim they were fired because they confronted Elvis over his drug use. The truth is difficult to ascertain, but the 3 men are out for revenge. It is normal for Elvis to fire entourage members, but he is also known to miss them once they're gone and quickly hire them back. Oh, Elvis is a softie. Well, it was. But not this time. So the 3 have co-authored as told to book on life with Presley, a tell-all entitled Elvis, What Happened? The publishing date is 5 weeks away. Even though he does not know which sordid details will appear in the book, Elvis Presley is furious. He demands that Colonel Parker stop its publication, but nothing can be done. Advanced copies are already being circulated. The British press in particular has begun printing some of the disparaging tidbits from it. Elvis, What Happened was written by Australian journalist Steve Dunleavy based on 300 hours of interviews with 3 former members of the Memphis Mafia. With an initial print run of 400,000 copies, the book arrived in stores August 1, 1977, and became a bestseller. But it received mixed reviews, and Elvis's fan base saw it as a betrayal. Red West would later express regret for his part in its publication. You shit ass. Also, another rift is growing between Elvis and Parker. Presley insider Larry Geller will later insist that Elvis was adamant about firing the colonel. The Nashville Banner, in turn, runs a story in late April stating that Parker is trying to sell Elvis's management contract in order to cover his gambling debts. Elvis is still on the road, making millions of dollars for himself and Parker. He tours constantly, selling out wherever he goes. Critics point to his pale skin and strange ramblings from the stage as a sign that he is a sick man. But no matter social miscues or the growing innuendos in the press about his eccentric behavior, Elvis's audience is utterly loyal. One show in Dearborn, Michigan draws a record 62,500 fans. So far in 1977, Elvis has toured 5 different times. After finishing the Indianapolis show, the singer will have the entire month of July off before hitting the road again in August. In the meantime, Elvis is becoming a bit more introspective. He is noticing more of little things. I'm going to look fat in that faggy little suit, he tells backup singer Kathy Westmoreland 1 week before Indianapolis, pointing to the new blue jumpsuit he would wear on stage in Rapid City, South Dakota. But I'll look good in my coffin, he adds. Hey, look, I'm just quoting Elvis here, y'all. Don't get mad at me. Don't cancel me. Fucking cancel me, shit. I'm stressing way too hard over something that makes me $200 a fucking year. Sorry. Did I say that out loud? Penis. And I'm one of the successful ones. It's like OnlyFans. And there's the link below. Click it. JK, there's no link for my OnlyFans. Shh, don't tell him, Roxy. No, wait, if I go this way, it'll look like I'm talking to the dog. The giant dog in the corner. So I gotta go this way, even though she's actually this way. Fair enough. Look at that dog right there. Look at that dog. I just want to scratch her. Elvis sings for 80 minutes in Indianapolis, Love Me Tender, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Hound Dog, Just the Hits, some of his own, others covered. By the time Presley reaches the final number, Can't Help Falling in Love, he has delivered a solid night of entertainment. See? High or not, the man delivered. Oh, you very much. But then something snaps. Elvis's voice stays smooth and in tune, but he begins speaking gibberish, forgetting the lyrics. The band soars to cover for him. Elvis gets back on track. If anyone in the crowd knows or cares, they do not show it. Hands are still outstretched towards the stage as the house lights come up. Women in the standing room section up front wave wildly, trying to get Presley's attention, and perhaps one of his cherished scarves. Some cry, caught up in the euphoria. Elvis takes a victory lap on stage, bending down to touch his fans' extended fingertips. He takes a white scarf from around his neck and drapes it over the shoulders of one lucky woman standing in front and center. A short time later, Elvis leaves the stage the way he came on, descending a set of stairs on the left. Immediately, his bodyguards in their matching red jackets cluster around the singer. Even as the band continues to play, the audience clamors for an encore. Smiling Presley is whisked away through the cinder block bowels of Market Square Arena and rushed out the door to a waiting limousine. Only then does the voice of Al Dvorin echo through the auditorium. Elvis has left the building. Thank you and good night. Chapter 13. I don't want to. Nobody wants to tune in. I really don't want to continue. It's really hard to explain. I don't know. I feel like putting myself out there night after night to a loyal audience of 1 to 3 people. And don't think I don't appreciate you guys. I really do. But the rest of you fucktards, fair weather viewers, love you too. Alright. I guess I'm gonna call it. I don't have the I just don't have it in me to continue. I'll be back on tomorrow, probably, maybe, I don't know. Do I even need to state the time, just in case you're somebody new? 8:30, 9 o'clock Central, ballpark. Bag of dicks.